All right, so I'm just gonna do one of these candid videos. I'm looking very slobbish right now after a very long day. My hair is greasy. And to be honest, I did not have the best day nor the best week. Now, there's always good that comes out of the days, but when I look back on it, I was having a tough time. And I've been traveling internationally. And this week, I also made some major shifts in just some things I do between me and the Lord. And the devil was not happy about it. And in fact, he was attacking me physically. And I've just been struggling with various things, just trying to keep up with eating or, fitness and just different things like that. And I've just been getting just various ailments throughout this week. I've been aching like head to toe. I have these rashes all over my body. And and even my just voice doesn't sound as good. And right now I am nowhere near home than I was, I would say maybe earlier today. I mean, I guess I'm halfway closer to home. I'm in a different country than the first country I was in, but I'm not home yet. And it's sad because this whole day and this whole week, I was going through tough things for which, you can get through it. But the ones that really get you, I don't know if you guys have gone through this, but it's all the little things that add up. And I've gotten so many little things that just added up, right? I mean, you let's say you drop your keys between this seat and this console, and you're just spending an extra 15 minutes pulling the seat up and down and then putting your hand through. And when you try to put your seat up, it's that button thing, and it's so slow. And when you go all the way up, you find out it's not even in the right direction. You have to go back all the way up the other way, and then only to realize that you can't get it from that angle. You got to go get some chopsticks or some tools to get it out, and then that doesn't work. And it's just that didn't have to happen. I could have controlled that. I don't know what happened or whatnot. And then you compound that with many other things, and it just nags at you. And you're just like, oh man, I'm so tempted. And it's going all the way up to your neck, right? And, you're trying to get on a flight, but, things didn't work out. You're trying to get to a certain destination. Things didn't work out. Certain things with regards to health and other just situations just didn't work out. Everything from big things to small things. And it's almost like the devil is wanting to gnaw at you, just little by little, angry at what you're doing, and just to try to get you. And even just that, the camera fell down. I can't even get this video in one shot properly. And so many things are happening throughout the course of everything. And I'm not saying this to vent. I'm not saying here to give me a pity party, but I'm saying this because a lot of people are going through the same stuff. You got all these different issues in your life, and you feel like that should not have happened. That was just unnecessarily just a thorn in your side. That big tragedy, that big issue, why, Lord? And you're asking, these questions and things like that. And so I was at the airport trying to leave, and I couldn't. I just got back, to the hotel in a different country than where I started, not anywhere closer to the country I need to be at. And I was sitting at the base of a pillar looking out to the huge expansive airport, looking left, looking right, and just thinking, man, I am here in some random airport on a layover, just on the way home, Lord. And I can't finish. I don't even know if I can go tomorrow, depending on certain situations. And I'm sitting there thinking, Lord, you are still in the midst of all of this. You are still Lord. You are still good. And I worship you. I sat there and I said, you know what? I'm not any closer to home. I wasn't home at the time I wanted to be, but you are Lord, and I worship you. I worship you in all the good and all the bad that ever happens. And even in that, just like Job, he did not curse the face of God. And I'm not here to boast about it, but I'm here to tell you, I'm not cursing the face of God despite whatever happens in my life. No matter what happens, the smallest of things, the biggest of things. And a lot of people will laugh at it and think, what kind of suffering are you going through, man? Like, that sounds like just a small little thing compared to what I'm going through. But you got to realize, right? Like, even if you're going through a pregnancy, even if you're going through a bankruptcy or whatever it is, if you got a snake just biting at you, like during you suffering through that, it's still a gnawing annoyance. And all these, and I didn't even get to the details of all the different things that have happened, but all these annoyances, like I mean, it's just, you can't really juxtapose it. I mean, yeah, it's all these other things are bad, but when you have these things compounding and you're sitting there just ready to just like blow your own head off, and you're just like, oh my goodness, you can't help but to think that you just want to tap out and give up. But I'm here to tell you something. If you're going through that, if you're in a place for which you're like, man, it doesn't seem to let up, it doesn't seem like it's stopping, I'm here to tell you that God is still God in all of that, no matter what happens, and that he still loves you. He's still good to you. He still sees you. He knows that you didn't get home. He knows that you didn't get what you needed at that time, that you thought you needed it. He knows that you had gone through that terrible suffering, that loss, that temptation, or that turmoil, the trial, whatever it is that you're going through. He knows you're going through that. He didn't forget about you. He didn't lose track of you. He didn't say, whoops, I accidentally let that go and it hit him square in the face. But he allowed you to go through that so that you can see, man, look at this man. Look at this daughter of God. Look at this child of God. I've tested, and just like with Job, he still loves me. She still loves me and still honors me and worships me in the midst of all these different things. And if anything, you're going through a process of character change, of character growth, of sanctification. And all I can say right now, despite all the different things, the ailments, physical, mental, spiritual, whatever it is that I've gone through this week. And let me tell you, even in the spiritual, it was very, very tough, very, very tough in the spiritual warfare of what I had to battle, because I shifted some things to give more time and glory and honor to God in my personal just disciplines with him, that the devil was not happy about that. And he was tormenting me in a spiritual way. And in the midst of that, I had to fight like crazy. And I had this multifaceted battle in all realms. And it was one of the toughest weeks, guys, let me tell you. But God is still good in all of that. And so I'm here to tell you guys, look up. Don't look down. Don't tap out. Don't look at your life and say, man, I that's it. I give up. I don't like my life. And even at worst, if you're thinking about taking it, don't do it. Because though you may seem like you're just defeated, God is only using those things. He works all things for the good of those who are called according to his purpose, who love him, right? And he's going to use those things for you, for your good and for your growth. And who knows, whatever suffering, whatever issue you're going through now, that thick skin, that tenacity, that character building that'll happen for you later to be redeemed, it will go a long way. And so again, guys, worship him, give him all the glory and the honor, because he deserves it no matter what happens in your life, guys. So love you guys. Pray that I get home. Pray that I get over these things. Man, these rashes and these skin things are just very much an itchy just thing for me, guys. Pray for me. I need a fight, but I need some help. And I know the Spirit, the Holy Spirit will indwell in me and help me out in many ways. The angels will be sent on my behalf as well. And many of you as well, guys. So love you guys. Gonna go take a shower, get cleaned up a little bit. Ran out of some clothes, but I mean, we'll see what happens, guys. Love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon. Very soon.